Hello and welcome to another edition of Citizens Dialogue, where top stories making headlines in the society will be unpacked. First, we'll bring you the headlines. Obi reacts after surviving attack in Edo. At the center of it all, Edo government fires back at Obi, describes claim as untrue. In a major twist, INEC cannot be trusted for 2027 elections, says Odinkalo. We'll go on a short break now. Stay with us. To help us break down these headlines is our political analyst, King Sojalo. I am Cassie Tony. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cassie, for having me once again on this segment. I'm grateful to be here.
You're grateful to be here. Today you're not wearing your suits.
Well, I think I'm ready for the...
Is a pebble getting to you?
Honestly speaking, Cassie. In fact, let me not use the word disappointed, but I think that news is not a friendly one.
That means it's getting to you.
Of course, being an indigene of that state, of course, it will get to me.
Okay, looking at the failed assassination attempt on Peter Obi, should we attribute this attempt to the Edo state government or his agency? You know, we could recall that Edo state governor actually made a statement that if Peter Obi comes to Edo state, whatever happens to his security without his knowledge is on him.
His security will not be guaranteed.
Yes, it will not be. That was a threat actually. And looking at all of this thing happening, you know, the governor actually seems to forget that he will not be a governor forever. One day he's going to be an ex-governor. So making such threats on another person that whatever happens to you when you come to Edo state will not be guaranteed, and all fingers are actually pointing at him. So what do you have to say about this?
First of all, the blame should go to the security officials who were partially present in that scenario. And secondary, this is what I'll call democratic crisis. You understand? Well, this is not the first time such a thing is occurring, most especially in the rally of Peter Obi. You understand? We can recall so many incidents that has taken place in his rally, starting from Castina, that was in January 24th, 2023. Another one also occurred by, which his supporters in Lagos were apprehended by hoodlums and thugs and thereabout. That was February 11, 2023, when there was a campaign at the Tafawa Balewa Square, where people were taking machetes, you understand, terrorizing those supporting. That was when he was in the Labour Party. And also another one happened in Kebbi State in January 2023, where there was an envoy, came with stones and thereabout during his visit, similar to the incident in Castina. Such thing also happened. So this is not the first time Peter Obi is experiencing
an attempt on it.
Yes, experiencing an attempt suicidia or an assassination or assassination. Thank you. And also attack from hoodlums. You understand? Yes, there's been alleged accusation on the governor prior to his statement that, when he made mention, if you recall, that rally period or election period of the APC in Edo State, in his hometown, Ekbuma, where he said the security of Peter Obi will not be guaranteed if he does not take proper permission from him. You understand? I don't see a reason why an individual who is campaigning... Is
he supposed to take permission from the governor before visiting any state?
Well,
by instance,
constitution,
no. Visiting any state, is he supposed to take permission?
By constitution, in most cases, when government officials or a candidate of a party tends to take rally or campaign in any state, using any a large gathering or square or thereabout, normally the governor should be informed. But I don't think Obi went for he only went for a visit. to the state former state governor's house due to the new arrival of the former Labour candidate in Edo State, that is Akpata. We recall it was in the Labour Party when Obi was running for presidency and he was contesting for governorship. They were both in the Labour Party. Now Akpata has defected to the APC, that was AADC yesterday, and he had to come to officially welcome him. It wasn't even a campaign rally, let's be honest. This was not, it was just an official welcoming. Yes, and a visit, so that Akpata will be officially welcomed to the ADC formally. That was when this menace happened. You see, at most times, you know, I'm proud to be an Edo State, from Edo State. I can't deny the fact that that is there. But it's unfortunate that our governor, because I won't want to accuse him right now that, look, he's the cause of, because he has come out to debunk it in so many ways. But it's unfortunate that a city governor and
you want to
cabinet,
your governor.
an in-cabinet governor will be in it will be in control or be in total control and affair of a state, and this menace is happening. Just like I started, you know, the security, the presence was, you know, how will I put it now? It was not active. There was an inactive readiness from the security presence in that scenario. One, and where this state police command could not take drastic action to make sure that these thugs were properly apprehended. It looks as if they were just, you know, they had a free will to take that action. You know, it was said that there were about 10 vehicles who apprehended that event. 10 vehicles who made that attack on that event. You could see videos of SUVs being destroyed, the gates being shot, and there was even bullets, bullet cartridge, even in the front of Peter Obi.
Even what does that tell you? The back vehicle screen was destroyed. It will
simply tell Nigerians that, look, our democracy is in crisis. Our democracy is in should I use the word sharing? And in fact, we are having a democratic battle, not even an economic crisis now. You understand? And the earlier someone do something, anybody do something, the better for us, because it's not just telling on just high profile persons now. It's not just telling on government officials and those campaigning for president. It's telling on all Nigerians. So we are facing security problem in Nigeria now. Individuals are now facing threats from alleged government officials using thugs. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And security forces are there, could not even take the appropriate actions. That is even what baffles me past. So an individual is coming to, you know, have an official welcome for his own candidate peacefully. Talks are to be, you know, sent to. What does it tell?
And that brings us to the government of Edo State actually debunking the statement that,
of course,
you know, this press secretary to the governor, that's Dr. Patrick Ebujele, he said that the statement is false and malicious, and it is a clear misinterpretation of fact. He said the government, or rather the governor of Edo State, Okpebholo, is not and will never be in a business of attacking innocent Nigerians.
Of course, what do you expect?
He's referring Peter Obi to innocent Nigerians.
What do you expect? Definitely, he will definitely come out to deny that accusation of, you know, him being the backbone of the attack. You understand? Yes, there is no eyewitness on that saying, oh, the government made the call and you know, ordered malicious attack on the ADC yet to be flag bearer, that is Peter Obi. Fine, but we all reflecting on his statement years before now. What do you expect? And the worst part, he is saying that it is an internal crisis. That is something that how to do within the ADC coalition, that they should check, you know, an individual who is behind the menace, that is not even coming from an opposition. So what you are trying to say that those in the ADC in those states now has beef within themselves.
So this thing happening now, is it ringing a bell? Because I can remember that when Donald Trump was aspiring to be U.S. president. He had similar attacks. And now the same thing is happening to Peter Obi.
That is where I'm driving. See, every good governor and anyone who has good ambition, what
always face.
So always, we definitely someone who really has the economy in mind. To better the economy, we definitely face, because now it's a clear fact and it's an eye opener to all Nigerians that look, this is the best candidate. Like I usually say, I'm not trying to campaign for anybody, but it's an eye opener. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
He has faced it times without number. This is not the first time. Mandela faced it. Bobby Wine of Uganda faced it. How many great allies will I call now who has faced such coincidence during their rally or visit or campaign?
Even Jesus Christ himself faced it.
Thank you. So who is now Peter Obi? But the most important thing was that he was not hot and he was not, given a bullet wound or whatever. That is the most important thing, and that is what Nigeria should be celebrating. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's a tell on our democracy that look, we still have a long way to go. Whereby he at least recently went to Akwa Ibom. What was the outcome? Did we hear such incident? So it's unfortunate that Edo State currently is in shambles, and the governor himself is not doing anything to be able to make sure that the name of Edo is removed from any blacklist. Because currently, with this incident that has happened, it has dragged the name of Edo State into the mud. Honestly, politically. That is just it. And if you look at it, it will even create fear in the minds of any other candidate who tends to, that state or Edo State, no go there. This kind of thing happen to it. That is that is it, Cassie. Let's be realistic here. That is it. It has really given the state of Benin a very bad record. How can an individual, just for a visit, no, I'm not even talking about rally now, just for a visit, experience this kind of menace? If it has gone beyond this now, what do you think would have been the fate of Nigerians, most especially those who are looking up to Peter Obi to become the president of Nigeria? What will be the fate? Even the president, is unfortunate that even the president, our own president, has not even intervened in this matter. Definitely the governor will definitely come out to deny this. Definitely is what I expected him to do. So it's something that we should look into, and it's something that there should be a call for thorough investigation. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Those who are behind it should be probed, should be captured, and ask questions. Who were your sponsors? Which I know definitely
they will not mention.
They will not mention. And this case, to cut the situation, this case will be dragged totally into the carpet without no further investigation. It will just be a record that, okay, Peter Obi was attacked in Edo State.
So your final thought? My
final thought of this, the new Inspector General of Police by the name of Tunji Disu should please use this as a commencement of his own appointment administration. I'm calling on the IGP of the Federation, the new appointed IGP, to please use this measure to carry on your duty as an IGP, as a new elected IGP, so that we definitely know that yes, you are capable of making sure that the welfare of citizens are well secured in your own administration. Thank
you so much, Ojalo. So move away from that. So INEC cannot be trusted. Now, human rights activist and a lawyer, Chidi Odinkalu, he said that INEC failed woefully. This thing is because of what happened during the council election in Abuja. He said INEC failed woefully, and Peter also failed woefully. That's the INEC chairman, also failed woefully. If he cannot conduct an ordinary council election, how are we sure that 2027 election he'll be able to handle it? Because judging by the late arrival of ballot box, the logistics was poorly arranged and managed. So if all of this happen, how are we sure that 2027 election there will be no stories
behind?
There's
an assurance for Nigeria. That is I really give kudos to the activists, and that is Chidi Odikalu. Yes, he has really come out to state the facts. You understand? You could recall when Amopita was appointed, all the way from, I think, Kwara State, you understand. He was known to be a professor and also worked in one or two, private sectors and, institutions and thereabout. Now, Odinkalu is trying to state the fact that, look, this individual we brought into this institution
not competent.
Is not even competent, doesn't even have much experience in conducting, a thing like this. You understand? It's not even by having experience.
Okay.
It's by owning the individuals. We could recall the former INEC boss, Yakubu, who took it into his who stayed in that institution for probably, I think, 8 years or more thereabout, even since the time of the late former President Buhari. Now, looking at Amopito's administration, and you could recall this is just his first attempt, the council election, and there, since he was appointed by President Tinubu, you could see how it went.
He doesn't have the capacity,
and that is why Chidi now is taking the fact, letting Nigeria know that, look, this individual appointed for this position is bound to disappoint you coming 2027. It's not about rendering Nigeria's apology. The deed has been done. The planned work, structured work that let me not call the boss man now. If I call him now, you know who I'm talking about. The planned structured work has been done. So it is for the House of Senate and the judiciaries, which I know they will not conduct again. Most times I do, if you can recall, Cassie, I have said it times without number, the judiciaries have failed. The Senate are working in hand with the administration, as in Senate that I know ought to take some decisive decisions of the Constitution, and also for the economy. They are the one, they have the power, they have what it takes to take some strong decisions, even beyond that of the president himself. But unfortunately, they key into what the demands of the president. And unfortunately, see, no president, I repeat, no president is a saint. Even Donald Trump on his own made a statement one time that he is not assured of going to heaven. He said it. So yes, so how come will our dear Senate rely on any orders given from the president? What I expected was yes,
that
there
goes
was a
to
screening.
show that they are working for the president.
That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they shouldn't work with the president or have cooperation with the president, but at least there should be a total proper screening, proper examination concerning any individual brought into an institution before he's totally appointed. But no, when the president says, okay, this is what I want, it's a free ride. Without even when he came for screening in the House of Senate, if you look at it, within 15 minutes, he was taking a bow and he was approved without even proper documentation. So what does that tell you? It tells you that, look, people who are being elected in various institutions have been brought to bring the democracy of Nigeria power, to render it powerless. The citizens, that is, male citizens, don't have any right to speak again. We are silent. We are totally silent. So all activists, what they call them, civil rights bodies and thereabout, going on to the street to protest. Yes, I give them kudos, but let them know that their voice are not heard in any way. So to cut the story short, yes, Professor Chidi has said it all, but unfortunately, I don't think the Senate and the President has any proper means or idea again on how to resolve this INEC issue. Because one, Amapiton, from the look of things, has come to, give, the president, in fact, I don't know how to put it, he has come to make sure that, the president wins the election. That is what I'm seeing here. So if proper decisive measures is not taken now that is still fresh.
And to think it's the same person that said no buying and selling of votes.
No, see, everyone would definitely want to make sure that his appearance and statements are fair to the people to the ears of the people. But what they have in their mind is certain. That is what we should know. They all have underground discussion, underground meeting that will definitely escalate on air. But unfortunately, there is no strong institution, there is no strong body now that can caution these people and drag these people out of their menace that will not endanger the image of Nigeria. That is the only problem we have here. And unfortunately, it is the judiciaries who are supposed to take those measures, but fortunately, the judiciaries are also in the side of these people.
So in essence,
is Nigeria should, and also all opposition parties, all opposition leaders should, I think, have a corporate means now on how to drag these people who are tangling our institution, who are tangling our economy to be their own birthright, to drag them to an international body that will help solve. That is what we need right now. Because from the look of this, all oppositions, all other opposition parties or opposition leaders and thereabout, they are powerless in this administration from what I'm seeing. So I think we need an external body that will come and interfere in Nigeria political system, in this so-called institution called INEC. Because INEC that I know in the time of Obasanjo and those military regime and thereabout, where even in the time of what's his name, Enko Abiola, yes, we know the propaganda that happened, June 12 and thereabout, but it wasn't as worst as this present INEC we are seeing. This INEC here that we are citing right now have come to really favor this current administration, and it will not tell well and it will not tell good on Nigeria. What is it reflecting even in the what is reflecting negatively on us, even by diasporans? That is it. Imagine other countries coming to say that, Nigerians cannot conduct a free and fair election. How does it tell? How will it reflect on our face and other African countries citing us? Let's be honest, Cassie. So the earlier oppositions, the earlier other organizations, activists come together, find a means to drag this matter to an external forces, external body that will come and save Nigeria, the better for us.
Okay, thank you, Ojalo.
Thank you, Cassie.
So in essence, the opposition leaders and Nigerians should come together, and the activists should come together and drag this corrupt leaders and corrupt institutions. Exactly. Corrupt leaders and corrupt institutions to an external body, that's international bodies, to come to our intervention. And for how long are we going to keep crying, Nigeria need help, Nigeria need help, Nigeria need help?
That is the question.
All right, we've come to the end of the show, Citizens Dialogue. Many thanks for
Thank you, Cassie, for having
joining
me.
us.
It's my pleasure always being here.
It's a pleasure too. And to you, our amazing viewers, many thanks for watching. And that's it. Is a bye for now.